Hello everyone, you are back with RealOne Digital Real Achievers Episode 2. Today we are at Hype Desert Bar, Pimirigasyaya. Today my theme would be gifting. Gifting itself is an art. Gifting is a process where you select a gift that would be appropriate, wrap it up and give it to the person that you love the most. So when it comes to gifting, there are a lot of people today in Sri Lanka who have taken the role of selecting the gift, wrapping them up and then delivering them to the person that we really want them to be delivered. So talking about gifts, today with us we have Miss Dinushka, the owner of Boxes by Ethnicity. So welcome Miss Dinushka for Real Achievers.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So I would like if you can give us a bit of an introduction about your business.
Okay, so it is a subscription and gift box service. It uses only local products. It's a way of promoting our local businesses as well as introducing a customer to something different that they may not have known is available.
Okay, so when it comes to gifting a gift box to another person that we love, how does the process take place? Like, how is it different in your business?
I would say it's different because there's a number of things. You can call me up or message me or WhatsApp me or whatever. You can tell me. I always ask my customers about the person they want to gift the box to. What their allergies are, what they like, what they dislike, maybe something from a favorite movie or maybe their favorite color or a memory between them that they'd like to showcase. I always try to include a customized item so that the person receiving the box knows this box is meant for them. So that can take the form of cookies, notebooks, mugs, even a little wooden peg doll. That the person will look at it and say, this was meant for me. So I suppose and then if you look at the boxes themselves, the lids are printed. They're not they're not a plain box with like a ribbon or a bow or something attached to it. So I think that is the difference in my boxes, and that I don't have, every box is not a standard soap, scrub, candle kind of thing. It will include, because some people don't like candles or they don't want a scrub, then I want to cater to the customer who is receiving the box, and I want them to know this box is meant for them. It's not like you go somewhere and you select a bunch of things and then it's not a generic thing. You looked at the box, this was meant for me. And that's my speciality, I think.
So then it includes the items in the box and the box itself.
Yes.
Both.
Yeah. Also, I'd like to point out that something unique in my boxes is that each one comes with a fridge magnet with a positive quote. And then I try also to stuff the box with products as much as possible rather than have like stuffing and like space. So that when the person opens the box, they say, oh wow, this is crammed full of stuff and all of this is for me. I don't believe in a big box with one or two items and a whole lot of space. I don't believe in that. I put myself in the role of the person who is paying for the box as well as the person getting the box, and I think I would want something value for money. Like it's like every part of the box is filled with something. And it's something useful, that's something that I would use, I can share with someone, something like that. So like I wouldn't give you something that is empty, or I'll work within the budget and I will give you what you want and what the person will appreciate.
Yeah, okay. So just moving aside from the boxes and basically the business, personally when you take, like, what really inspired you to start the business at the first place?
There were many things. One of them was I lived abroad for 7 years and I lived in India. I used to subscribe to these gift boxes every month, like a subscription service. And one thing was, they always said, okay, for a 3-month subscription you will get all these imported Bath and Body Works and Body Shop. I always waited and always got local products, local Indian products. and they were nice, but that's not why I subscribed to them. That was one thing. And I always thought when I come back to Sri Lanka, I want to start it for Sri Lankan brands. So that was one thing. Then the other thing was, I felt I have a friend who had started a body scrub business, and I really wanted to help her out, a very close friend of mine. And so as soon as she started, I gifted her scrubs to everyone. That year, everyone got Christmas, birthday, whatever, a jar of her scrubs. And then the following year, I got people saying, here now, enough body scrubs, we have still not finished that one. So it was I wanted to help her out somehow, and I thought, how can I help her out? So then I also wanted to do the gift boxes and the subscription boxes. I thought every month I will maybe include a jar of her scrubs. Every chance I got, I was using her scrubs in boxes, and I wanted to help her. So I can only so many scrubs I can own myself, no, but from me I can reach so many other people that can use her scrubs and see what they like and all of that. So that was also another thing. I like to help people. And yeah, so those were things. Those are the reasons behind my wanting to start the boxes and keeping it local, simply because I thought we have a lot of talent here, and why would we want to showcase international stuff when we have it all in Sri Lanka? So and after I came back and I realized, not only scrubs from soap to candles to, people who do batik at home, like, wow. I mean, I know a lady, Heavenly by Vindhya. She has 2 children. One is sitting for O-levels this year, but she's doing batik material also at home. Like, how amazing is that? So I want to help local businesses that are out there in the market. So yeah.
So actually it's like a community working together, a lot of
Yes.
people working together with you.
Yeah.
And then we can talk about the exterior design of the boxes as well, because
Yeah.
how you do it and all.
Yeah. So what I do is I don't have a set like design in mind, but I've always wanted to showcase local images, and anything that is like a Sri Lankan will look at, like say this box for example, this is Araliya. So Sri Lankan will look at it and say, Araliya mal. A foreigner will look at it and be like, that's different. Then they might want to Google search it, the image, or they might ask someone. Every box has a little card that explains what the cover art on the lid is about. So like this, now it will say Araliya, then you use it, you take it to temple, like there's a significance to it. So I have also now, okay, this is printed off a photograph, but I have had artists who have painted devil masks and Perahara elephants, trishaws, all unique and Sri Lankan things. So I know that when a Sri Lankan looks at it, when a Sri Lankan looks at a tuk-tuk, they say, that's a tuk-tuk. But a foreigner might, this is colorful, this is different. And okay, yes, you get tuk-tuks in India and all that also, but it's different. When you come here, a tuk-tuk experience in Sri Lanka is vastly different to a tuk-tuk experience in India. I know, I lived through those. So yeah, so like, for me, the whole point of this colored gift box and the lid and all of that is also because Sri Lanka is so full of color, from our flags to our costumes to just local flowers to everything. So I feel like the true spirit of Sri Lanka doesn't come out in a plain box with a ribbon or a bow or something. I mean, it's nice and it's elegant to do that, but it's not me. For me, it's not Sri Lanka. We are loud and we are very colorful, so why not showcase it on a gift box? And I mean, for a local, anyone gifting one of my boxes, they have a choice of, if there is time, they have a choice of lids, cover lids. I will send them a couple of pictures. What do you like? What what strikes your fancy? So some people prefer the Aralia, some people prefer like the devil mask, like that. Some people will say we don't want the Perahar elephant, we are against animal cruelty. So that's also fine. Whatever strikes your fancy is fine with me. Also, it's something that if you're a foreigner and say you're leaving the country, this is an ideal gift box because it's all local products, and then the imagery is also local. So either you're gifting it to a foreigner or you are a foreigner who wants to take it with you. It's something very unique. And then also the box is quite strong, so you can use it as storage later on also. Yeah.
So other than that, how long has it been that you have started the business?
For July this year, it will be 4 years.
Okay. Yeah. And also, so now you mentioned about the foreigners, how it will be useful for the foreigners as well. Now, other than that, so since it's about the foreigners, do you get customers who are both natives and foreigners?
Yes, there are a lot of people who are foreigners, a lot of foreigners who specifically, want my gift boxes because it's unique, it's very local, and they enjoy being foreigners. Maybe they don't always find local products and local businesses, but through me they have been able to find other brands, and it's a great joy for me that a lot of my foreign customers who are based here, through me they have found local brands and then they go to the brands themselves. So my thing is, I don't want to buy I don't want to buy so many things from one brand and then sell it myself. I don't want to do that. I want to put everything together in a gift box. If the customer likes what they see and then they think, okay, I'll get onto Instagram and I want to order more from this business, I feel I've accomplished my job because I'm giving them more business through my box, and that's very important for me. That's also in my subscription boxes. That's another thing I used to do, where some products were sample sized, some were a full sized product, and then you get it. If it's sample sized and you don't like it or you have a reaction to it, you can throw it away because it's small. If you like it, you finish it fast, you go back to the original brand for a bigger amount or more or whatever. So like that is for me. I want to be able to create a demand for products from local brands instead of having to rely on foreign brands.
Yeah, so as I said earlier as well, it's a community getting together and working together rather than one person benefiting from one. Yeah, so I think that's really what we need at the moment, to get up together as one. Yeah, so other than that, how do really people reach you? Is it from Insta or Facebook?
You can get me on Instagram, Facebook. You can direct message me, WhatsApp, call, text, whatever. I'm not shy about giving out my number to people. In 4 years of doing this, only one person has called with different intentions than getting a gift box. So I think I'm safe so far. Yeah. I also word of mouth works very well for me as well. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So with that, we'll go for a commercial break and we'll be back soon.
උණුසුම් හැඟුමෙන් ගත පුබුදයි XT
තේලක්තේ XT
උණුසුම් හැඟුමෙන් ගත පුබුදයි වැඩ වැඩි දිවියට නැවුම් බවයි XT සතුටමවයි කදීමයි
ගත පුබුදන උණුසුම් තේ එකක් XT
උණුසුම් හැඟුමෙන් ගත පුබුදයි XT සතුටමවයි කදීමයි
ගත පුබුදන උණුසුම් තේ එකක් XT තේලක්තේ
XT සතුටමවයි කදීමයි
XT.
So we are back with RealOne Digital Real Achievers episode 2. We are at Hype Desert Bar, Thimirigasyaya. So back to Miss Dinushka's boxes with boxes by ethnicity. Sorry, I was going to ask now, with the current situation, people are really going through a lot of difficulties. How has the current situation affected your business?
It has affected my business in the sense that gifting is like a luxury, so it's not an essential item. and so I've actually stopped the subscription service for now, because it's not, like I said, an essential service, it's a luxury. But if somebody wants to get one, they can message me and say, look, I'm interested, and then I can do one just for them. But it has affected my suppliers a lot, because my business relies on my suppliers, and when they are affected, I'm affected as well. But having said that, I do still reach out to them and ask them, are you okay? How is business? Are you okay? Like, I hope you're doing fine. And I do also regularly buy from my suppliers anyway, for my personal use. So though from a business point of view, I buy their products and it stops with me when I buy personally, I'm still buying from them. I'm not, I feel like, okay, I'm supporting them even that way. But yeah, it has not, Easter Sunday, then COVID, then this, it has been a bit of a decline. But I must say, I have customers, loyal customers, who will call me up for their occasions. I need something done, then yes, I can do it. But it has dwindled a little, unfortunately.
Yeah. So other than that, but still the business has to go on.
Business is going on.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you want to reach out, if you want to, it doesn't always have to be a birthday or an anniversary or a wedding present. It can be, I've had people who call me up and say, my friends are not feeling so great, like they feel down. Can you do something small? So it's within their budget, but also you want to cheer someone up? Sure, can do it. There was one lady who messaged and said that her friend was going through a tough time. Her parents were sick and she had not left the house in so many months. And so then I asked, okay, tell me what you want to give, and put together a small gift box within her budget and sent it. And she said the friend was so happy. So that to be a part of making someone happy is also a big thing. Because right now, people are constantly down. Prices have gone up, things are not available, you're in some queue every day, So for me, I feel if you get the chance to be a part of making someone smile, that's a huge thing. It's very rare that you get the chance to be a part of,
So any kind of initiatives you hope to take to come, to face the situation?
Right now, to be honest, I'm also just trying to stay afloat. I can't really tell you of any initiatives also, because at the moment I'm also stuck for the cash and I'm finding it a little difficult myself. But I have to say, like, if a friend of mine is doing something, I will definitely share it and try to help. Like last week, Shamin was doing peg dolls for Lady Ridgeway, and I was able to share it and say, look, help her out, it's for a good cause. So like that, yes, I can. And if ever I see something on Instagram or Facebook, I will share it. So that's also a way I can help them. Even if I can't physically help them myself, that's something I can do to help them. Yes. Apart from that, like, I also am just waiting for things to pick up a little at the moment.
Yeah. So hoping that the current situation, the current situation would really be better someday.
Yeah.
I would really like to know where you would like to see your business in like 2 years or 5 years time.
I would really like to have an outlet of my own. Have my boxes available, like the empty boxes, then have stock from my suppliers. So people can come, they don't, that time period of waiting and, okay, even though sometimes within an hour I have been able to put a box together, then it depends on what I have available. But if I have a store, I would love for people to be able to come, walk in. They don't even have to talk to me, they can just pick whatever they want, pick the size of the box they want, the cover design, whatever, and they take it and walk out. I don't know at the moment if that dream has got pushed further back because of the current situation. I don't know when I would be able to do it, but that's a passion of mine, that I would someday be able to have a little store, and then that where my coloring books, my fridge magnets, everything is available. Because even right now I do stock at like places like Pendi and all of that, but I don't know, like Pendi is my highest seller, I have to say, and they are very I think that is the place that I will stick with even in the future. But then my gift boxes didn't sell there, it was only my coloring books that sell there, so I guess it's like trial and error. But I don't know, for now, at the moment, even 5 years seems too soon to have something like that. We'll see.
Yeah, so hopefully everything gets back to normal so that
yeah.
we all can be safe.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And also now, obviously there are a lot of people who would really like to try something new, like you, who really have a passion to do something new,
Okay.
but at the same time are very, very afraid because of the current situation, how it will be.
Yeah.
What do you think, what kind of advice would you give to them? Do you really think that they would be successful in their attempt?
I have to say though, yes, I don't think there's ever a good time to start a business. So when I started also, a lot of people said this is not the time to start, like, wait a while. I don't think there's a good time ever to tell a home business, okay, now you start. But I have to say, you have to you have to be willing to take a risk yourself. You have to have a lot of money saved up, because it's not like the day you start, the next day you start making a profit. That is also the idea, to be realistic. I would also say, try to have an original idea. Like, for example, I know I got the subscription box idea when I was in India, but there I felt they were cheating me, because they were saying we'll give you Bath and Body Works, and I was getting all local Indian brands. But where here, for me from the beginning it has been, I will only use local products, I will nothing imported. So maybe you get an idea from someone else and tweak it to make it your own. I'm certainly not saying that I started the business of subscription boxes, but that's how I own my idea. And the fact that I have, in 4 years, I have never had to tell a customer, that's not possible, because I've always found a supplier who is willing to try something new. Like I was telling you earlier, I had a customer who wanted something sweet and something to do with like arak, and then spoke to a supplier of mine, and we came up, she experimented, and now she has added arak infused cookies to her menu. And I've always come across suppliers who are willing to try, and I think that is also, it's a part of starting a home business, is you have to be willing to take the risk, try it out. So even for me to start the boxes, when I initially did the numbers, my husband told me, this is not going to work, you'll have to charge so much and you'll never be able to break even, and this is a disaster, don't even try it. But having said that, now he keeps the children for me to go for sales. Even now he's with the children, so he's supportive that way. But if I had waited for things to get better, I never would have started this. And that satisfaction and the passion that I have from it, I think would have just been like, I would have been impatient thinking I never started this, I wanted to do it, whatever. I would also say, try as much as possible to be original, to either you tweak it or you put a spin on it, or don't just because, like, say, like Shamin has peg dolls, don't you also come and take and do the exact same thing, because what Shamin does is what Shamin does. Don't like, say, Chanka does meringues and chocolate fudge, do something different. Don't, okay, this has worked for this person, so I'm going to do the exact same thing. You're not going, for me, I feel you're not going to get very far if you just copy other people, because you can't copy their brains, what's inside their head, you can't. You can only copy what you see. So I would say much easier you go along the route of your individuality has to shine through your product. And I think with my boxes, Anyone who looks at my boxes will say, this is one of Dinushka's boxes because it's colorful, it's bright, it's, it's me. I'm not a black and white person. Yeah.
Okay, so actually, it's not the time that really matters to start it in the moment that you really want to do, because now is the best time to do anything.
Yeah.
And
so I mean, for me, whether you're going to have children or whether you're going to get married or start a new business or take on a different job or whatever, there is never going to be a good time to do it. There's always going to be a very good reason not to do it. But then you will be stuck with that unfulfilled. You'll be thinking, I should have done this. I wanted to do this. And the biggest thing in life is not to have regrets. I'm very much against it. I want to, even if my business fails, like say I don't make any money and I have to stop, in my mind I know I tried it. I gave it my best shot. So I have no regrets. So like that, I would say, save a little bit of money. If you have a job, keep it going. But then also, if you sleep 2 hours less a day and you give up on a few things that you like to do because you're passionate about something else, try it. Do it just so that later on you don't say, I had the time, I should have done it. Because you never have the time. It's never the time to take a risk and start something new. But nowadays you get a lot of aids for it now. You get this business coaches. Like I worked with Manjari Gamagi. She's phenomenal. And I would recommend anyone, even if you want to start a business, go to her. Because while she's talking to you like this, she gives you ideas. And she'll ask you, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? You need people who will help you. It's not a solitary thing. You can draw from the people around you. You can always ask for help. People will help you out. That's something I've always admired about Sri Lankans is you go and you get stuck somewhere in the middle of the road. Ogala people come. Even in the tsunami, everyone came to the beach to see, what was going on. So, what I'm trying to say is there is never a good time to take the leap, but do it. And there are always people around you who are willing to help you. Go and ask them. Ask anyone. People who can help you will help you. And don't be afraid. When you're going to give birth also, people are like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? But now the child is there, the child has to come out. No. So, do it. You can do it. Everyone does it. Dogs do it without any problem.
Yeah, so just like Miss Dinushka said, whoever is going to try out something new, we can just try it out and come out of these tough times with a lot of determination. So thank you so much, Miss Dinushka, for joining with us today, and I hope that you will be very successful in the future as well. And also reminding you again that if you want to get your gift boxes done, you can directly go to Miss Dinushka and get a very good customized box. So that's all for today. We'll meet you again with Real Achievers episode 3.
RealOne හොඳම දේ හරිම විදිහට